Hello and welcome to Caesar's Snack Sandwich. Today I'm going to take a look at what to do when the price dumps on you. So everyone, thank you for watching. Today I'm going to be talking a little bit about what happens when your price action goes against you. It happens to us all, and it's happened to probably everyone. But there are a few things I'd like to talk about this, that I feel I can offer some advice for people. Now, I got up this morning and I decided to write this article here on Publish 0x, and it's called Looking at Urn Through the Eyes of a Seer. Now, I kind of wrote this in a liquid kind of state. I didn't do a whole lot of research, and it's very different than my usual style of, do some research, find out what buttons do, which buttons click to click, and how they can produce yield. This is more talking about, year-end finance as an example of how people should look at protocols. I find that a lot of people look at protocols in the wrong way, in my opinion. Now, there's going to be a lot of opinion in this video, and there's a lot of opinion in this article, so take that with a grain of salt. I'm no expert financial advisor, but I do know a few things about year-end finance. I'm pretty active in the community. I take part in governance. I read a lot of the newsletters. I participate in Discord and Telegram. So I'm not coming from a place of complete ignorance, but I do have a few things that I'd like to say about what I've seen. Now, it's very common in Telegram for people to talk about their investment in year-end finance as a scam, as I write here, or Wi-Fi is going to zero. And to this topic, I feel I have something to contribute. Now, it's completely understandable why people are angry or why people feel bad. They probably joined year-end finance because of the hype. They probably got into year-end finance somewhere along these green bars, and they probably put a substantial amount of money into it, and now they are down here. And of course this isn't going to feel good, but I can't really blame them completely. Like, you can't blame year-end finance because of your investment decisions. Look at it this way. What is the purpose of the YFI token? The YFI token is a governance token. The main point of the YFI token is for people to vote on the protocol improvements. That's the main utility. There is also a fee gaining structure in there for fees that are incurred on the protocol itself, but without doubt the main purpose of it is to allow people to vote on improvements. Now, why did the price have such a rapid rise in here? Because it was new. It was exciting. Year-end finance was doing things that nobody else had done, and this token just took off, and there was a lot of shilling and a lot of promotion as well that brought that price way up there. And don't get me wrong, like I would love for this token to go high. Like, take a look at my entry points. Here's where I started staking, and here is where I started the Y Volt. Now, I'm not as bad off as some people, and my portions aren't nearly probably as big as other people as well. So I don't have as much skin in the game either. But of course I would love it to go back up to all-time highs or somewhere there beyond. But if it doesn't, I'm okay with that, because I understand the purpose of this token, and I'm okay with it being of lower value than it is. I don't want it to go lower, but I can accept it. Now, so what people should be doing is they should be looking at tokens that they want to buy as what they're for. Like, do people buy Tesla stock because of the price action of Tesla? No, they buy Tesla stock because of the products that Tesla is making. So this is what people should be doing. People shouldn't be buying Wi-Fi tokens, in my opinion. Again, they should be utilizing the Wi-Fi products. So let's take a look at some of the products that they have. I will just give you a quick general look at them. So here are the general products. There are vaults up here on Y and Earn. So these are the two major products that they have. The vaults are the more popular, but they're also the much more complicated. So what the vaults generally do, in most cases, is they accept a single token deposit. So in here, they accept 3 CRV tokens, or Y CRV tokens, or Curve B USD tokens. Basically, they accept a single token. In these cases, they are already yield-bearing tokens. And in some cases, they are straight tokens. And they accept them, and they put those tokens to work through a strategy. Generally speaking, they take the tokens, they stick them in a protocol to gain some sort of other token yield. That new yield token is then sold at market, and more of this token, more of the original token, is bought and added to this pool. Now, all the people who have deposited in here gain up their proportional portion of that yield, and it works out to be pretty good. And the other thing that benefit is they're completely safe in the sense that you will never lose money. It'll never go negative and you will start losing your money. That's the things that they make sure before they apply, before they give these out to the people. So these are the products that I feel that when people come to Yearn Finance, these are the things they should be looking at. They should not be looking at this and saying, Wi-Fi is a scam. I lost all my money. I bought here and now it's here. Like I said before, I feel sorry for them and I feel bad for them, but they bought the wrong thing. Of course, they didn't do their research, right? And they didn't understand the protocol completely before they bought the token. So it's unfortunate, but that's the case, and that's what the way it is right now. Now, I do have some other tokens that that are comparable. Like, let's take a look at, where are we? Crypto.com. Now, this is a pretty hefty dump too, but this one's complicated because the token has so much utility inside the Crypto.com ecosystem. But the Crypto.com has done things that have given them a bad image, and their products are faulty, or at least appear to be faulty, and people don't like them. So that's why this token is dumped. Whereas the Wi-Fi token, the Wi-Fi products are still performing respectably. So the Wi-Fi token is not it's not a good comparison to the Crow. Another example is here, Swap. Now this one here I got in quite a bit. This is probably one of my worst investments, but as you can see, I only bought tiny portions of it because I didn't really understand it. Somewhere around this time, this is Trust Swap, by the way. Somewhere around this time, I learned about the protocol and I bought $100 worth of it. And then up here, I learned more about it as the price action was going up, and I bought another $100, so $139 worth. No, sorry, I bought $32 worth. So I got myself almost to $500 worth, which is not a big money, right? But I understood that I could lose it, right? So, and then it went up, and I didn't take cash out here. And I started to really believe in the protocol. And then it started coming down, and I was like, oh, it's going to rebound again, and I'm going to get some more. So I got some more. And if you know a lot about Trust Swap, they've had some bad luck. The product was pretty good. The idea was great. The execution was pretty good. And they just got very bad luck. They launched a protocol, or they had a launch pad that was supposed to protect from rug pulls. And the very first protocol that they launched on the launch pad did a rug pull. Now, it wasn't any fault of Trust Swap. Trust Swap did what they were supposed to do. The protocol launchpad protected them the way it was supposed to protect them. The people who did the launch, they found another way to rug pull. So this advice is not really great advice for you on what to do when your investment's sitting here. The only thing you can do when your investment's sitting here is two things: cut your loss and get out, or wait for it and hope that it comes back up. Now with Trust Swap, I don't have a big skin in this game. I don't mind waiting. It's less than $500. I can wait until it hopefully comes back up. I believe that the protocol is sound and that the team is pretty strong and that they can get at least roughly around here, at least up to $1. If they get up to $1, then I'm pretty much broken even and I can get out right then. Now with Wi-Fi, on the other hand, I'm in a different situation. All these two tokens are yielding me gains. So I don't mind that the price of them is down because I'm gaining yield on them as well. So again, if the price goes up to here, I might question whether or not I want to stay fully staked in here, or if I want to move my tokens or my values somewhere else. But the main thing that I want to portray is that you have to understand what you're buying. You hear it all the time. Do your own research. Do your own research. But many times it comes across as just like someone's being lazy. Like you ask for some help and then they say, hey, do your own research. Or listen to my advice, but do your own research. Even my description has a similar thing. It's quite cliche now, and it's just the way things are. But what it actually means, what do your own research means, is understand the protocol that you are investing in. Take the time to look deep and figure it out. Don't just buy it because it's hyping. Everyone says, oh, don't FOMO in. It's hard because, things are moving up and you're like, I want in. I'm losing, I'm missing out. I'm going to be too late, right? But when you FOMO in, you get this. This is a typical Gartner hype cycle. Almost every single protocol has this. Let's look at Binance. It's got a big pump and dump. Link got off pretty slow, a nice big pump and a dump. They all do it. So unless you're really, really, really early, like I was, luckily for Link, you can't buy in here. You just have to wait it out. And you have to know I missed it. That's why I don't like buying tokens. That's why I don't like trying to guess what's going to do this. That's why I'm so enamored with yield farming, because it doesn't matter so much. Like I have my Link now in yield farming. I'm producing yield and interest in different ways. And I don't care so much what the price action's doing. So that's pretty much all I can say about the topic in essence. This article kind of veers away from what I'm talking about here today. It talks a lot more about, what are the products of Yearn and what are the future products of Yearn and what are they working on right now. And feel free to take a look at it. I'm not going to go into the details of all these things right now. They're simple enough to read and they're not even fully fledged now. They're not even public products yet, so there's no reason for me to spend a lot of time talking about them in video form. So I hope this has been helpful. I've had a few viewers ask me, what to do when this kind of happens, and this is the only advice I can think of to give. There's nothing you can do. It's either wait or cut your losses, but you have to try to be proactive and don't let yourself get into those situations. Okay, thanks for watching, and I hope you learned something. Peace out and stay safe. If you made it this far through the video, you're awesome. Thanks for watching. Now, if you want, you'll notice that you could always subscribe to my channel. If you may have noticed that my thumbnails have changed. Now, this is because I got a new microphone and it's improved my audio quite a bit. I hope you guys have noticed. All of these old videos, if you see the brownish, grayish here, those are my old videos. The sound quality is quite, it's bad. So if you want to watch them, go ahead. But I'm going to try to remake some of them, maybe not. But sometimes I'll link to these, and if you go to the links, then I apologize for the sound quality. Now, if you would like to support the channel, you can, subscribe, you can like, you can comment below. You can come and check out my Twitter. I only ever tweet about cryptocurrency related topics, so you feel free to join me there. Link in the description. The final way you can help me is you can head over to Rarible and pick up a NTF if you like. I try to make them cheap. I'm going to try to make some new ones as well. These don't seem to be too popular. But if you feel like throwing me a few bucks, grab an NTF. Get an NTF out of the deal. So these are all of the links are in the description for these places. So feel free to check them out. And thank you again. Goodbye.